There is certain order in life, in everything in life. Even if you watch children, they study things in an order. They first study the number 1, then 2, then 3. So they progress in their studies. You cannot teach a child first a higher digit. So everything has its order, its priorities. What I am aiming in my talk is we must always be conscious of our priorities. Life is a selection of priorities from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and so on. Now we are individuals and we have our individual interests, individual idiosyncrasies, and individual lives. Is it the most fundamental? Is it what we must prioritize? No. There is a social being in each of us. We must take that also into consideration. And different aspects of life, in different roles of life, we must have these both perspectives. In your family, you are an individual. You must share your happiness with your family, with your children, or you must share your individuality with them. But when you go out in the society, in the workplace, you are a social being. There you must decide your role in an alternate way. This we do without thinking. There is no need to consciously choose roles. This comes to us in an instinctive way. So, we may be socialist, we may be a capitalist, we may be a revolutionary, whatever. So this is how life progresses. But this has its conflicts. It's conflicts between the individual and the social being. There is much we must sacrifice. There is much we must embrace so as to get a balance between these dual roles. Most of it is forced upon us by our birth or the circumstances of our birth, the place we are born, the family we are born into, etc. But apart from that, and above that, every individual has a consciousness he must adhere to. He has a consciousness of what is good, what is bad, what is wrong, and what is right. That comes to him in the path of growing up. That is what is really growing up. That is not bound to the circumstances. That is bound to each individual. He chooses this from the innermost of his being. That is what I am aiming to describe. That is what I am aiming to elucidate. We must follow that path which in our innermost thoughts leads us to always we are bound to that ideology which is given to us as an individual by nature.